Hello, hello. Hello, YouTube and Twitch. Hello, TikTok. Hello. Welcome. Happy Friday. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I see those hearts flying. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Trying to see if I can get my circle again. Oh, yeah, I got my circle. Welcome. Hi, Andrea. Hi, everybody. To all my mods that are in here, please do not mute Trump supporters as soon as they come in and make a comment. Because if you do that, they're going to leave. They're not going to stay. So just give them a chance to, say a couple things, invite them up, whatever. And if they still won't come up and they just keep chirping along, then you can mute them. But don't just mute them off the jump, please. Because if I went into a live and the first comment I made, I got muted for the entire live, I would just scroll on. So I think that's why one reason we could be having trouble getting some Trump supporters out. So good afternoon. Who's ready for Diava Smackdown song? Let's go. Hi, Clara, over on YouTube. Here we go. She signs on every day for waiting for MAGA to enter the door with a this and a that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge her fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diava hit him with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but her force is steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diava's got game, and she's hard to beat. Come see Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running a show in the TikTok streets. Trump supporters request that. And respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jewel. With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, "Oh, look, we have a winner." Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits swallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional, MAGA. That was for you. Stop being so emotional. The most emotional pieces. Yes, thank you, Hey Jude, for my theme song. And you can get that on Spotify. Add it to your workout playlist. It's very motivating. It's called Diava Smackdown. Whoop, whoop. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit that guest request button and come on up. I'm only allowing Trump voters in the box right now. So make sure that if you voted for Donald Trump, you're hitting the guest request box because you guys have the floor right now. You guys have the floor right now. Everybody else should be hitting the screen, hitting. Let's get to 50K as quick as we can. 50K as quick as we can. 50K as quick as we can. We haven't hit the For You page, and we won't hit it unless you guys keep on hitting.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let me bring up my backup account and then we will be on our way. All right, this is my backup account. I'm on my backup account for 2 more days. Below is the backup to my backup account, and then I should be back on my main account Sunday at like 5 o'clock. I'll probably have to start on 2.0 and then it will end up on my main. Tessa T, come on up, Tessa. Let's have a chat. Okay, mods, do not mute every Trump voter the first time they respond. If they make a comment, request them to come up. If they don't come up and join the guest request box and keep chirping, then you can mute them. Please do not mute them the second they start talking, or I'm going to be changing out my mods. I'm not joking anymore. If you're not going to do as I ask, I'm going to just change mods. I'm not talking about you, Nisi. I'm inviting you up, Coop. Come on up, dude. We're not circle jerking. I'm asking Trump voters to come up and talk. I'm specifically asking Trump voters to come up, so it's not an echo chamber. Coop is just scared because, look, I invited him up and he didn't hit the accept button. So quit acting like we don't want to talk to Trump voters. That's exactly who I invited up. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, baby bottles in the chat for Coop. Make sure those hearts still flying. We haven't hit 50K yet, and it looks like we still haven't quite hit the For You page. So keep on interacting. Keep hitting the screen. Show me some love, Diava. What do you mean? I haven't had a single guest yet, so I'm not bringing up anybody yet. I can't get them up here with just me. Unfortunately, that's not true. Way cool. But anyway, if you don't know who the other guy is, request up and let's talk. If you don't know who that is, then you're living under a rock, and I probably don't want to talk to you anyway. Because if you don't know, you're out of touch with reality. So not sure I could have a conversation with you anyway. One guy is the actual convicted felon, and the other guy is an innocent person. Only one of these two people are convicted felons. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come up. Let's go. Innocent, yes. If you've not been convicted of anything, you're innocent. I know it's hard for you Trump supporters to believe, but if you've never been convicted of a crime, you're not a criminal. Newsflash. Newsflash. God damn. The fact that I even have to say that out loud. Sorry, I'm putting popcorn in a bowl for my daughter. Here.
Yeah.
Throw that away for me. Thank you, baby. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. No one says I have a heart for MS-13 gangs. A court of law has never proved that he's part of the gang. That's why you have due process. Yeah. So when you're accused of something, you have to go to court and you have a chance to defend yourself, innocent until proven guilty. If the government is so sure of themselves, then why don't they bring him back, go through due process? If they prove that he's a member of MS-13 gang, then he can be deported. Easy. If they're perfectly content and they know that they're not wrong, they know that they got this, what are they scared of? Show your evidence. Doesn't matter if he's an American. Makes no difference. He was here illegally under legal protected status. Period. End of story. Done. Nothing else to say. He was here legally, and he was under protected status. And the Supreme Court of the United States, regardless of what happened in 2019, what happened in 2021, the Supreme Court said this man did not have due process, and he needs to be brought back. Full stop. That's it. That's it. You don't get to argue with the Supreme Court. You don't get to argue with the Supreme Court. Everything else before that is moot. Which is why on the Department of Homeland Security's own paperwork, subject has no criminal history. Page 2. Subject has no criminal history. Subject has no criminal history. Subject has no criminal history. It's just facts. That's all we provide here is facts. Sorry that the facts don't line up with what you believe, but your beliefs don't matter. Don't care what happened in 2019. Don't care what happened in 2021. Don't care. None of that matters. None of that matters. The Supreme Court ruled. The Supreme Court got his whole file. They read through everything. He was never convicted of anything. He's not a criminal. He was here under legal protected status. And the Supreme Court said you have to bring him home. That's point blank. That's it. That's it. I'm not going on feelings or beliefs. This is just factual. These are the court documents that I've reviewed. I have the entire file on my PDF on my computer right now. I've read the entire thing. They've never, ever proved anything. The government was never able to prove that he was part of MS-13. It was based on one confidential informant and one corrupt cop who passed on that information. Because weeks after that, the corrupt cop was indicted. Show me a conviction. If you're going to come up here, show me a criminal conviction for him. Show me a criminal conviction. Oh, Sherry, asking them to learn how to spell. No, come on. Come on. They don't read. You think they can spell? He doesn't need to come live with me. He has a wife and children. He has an entire family in Maryland. So I don't need him to come live with me. He has a family. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Oh my God. Look, they're just chirping away and not a single one of them. They're just cowards. Absolute fucking cowards. Absolute cowards. No wonder they have such a hard time finding someone to date. They're so scared. They're so scared. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Probably can't say nothing about this, right? Because he actually has 34 felony convictions. This dude has 0. 0. I don't know if you saw that, but the number 0. 0. 0. I say we send Trump to El Salvador. How about that? How about that? This has nothing to do with believe her. Has nothing to do with any of that. We have a flash goal of the little heart. If you guys would help me knock out that goal, I'd appreciate it. I think it just cost you 1 coin. Hi, everybody over on YouTube and Twitch. So great to see you today. What I say we do. Okay, you're friendly. I'm not bringing up friendlies right now. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. All right, you guys are smashing that out today. Thank you. The whole thing that they made up This whole narrative that they've made up has been after he was snatched off the street, kidnapped, trafficked out of the country to El Salvador to a concentration camp. This whole story that they're making up is all after the fact. Oh, well, he's this and he's this and he's that. It's just all post trying to cover up so they don't have to bring him back to justify them getting rid of him illegally. They already admitted in court they made a mistake. So why don't they just write the mistake? They're saying he's a violent criminal. He's never coming back. The attorney in court said they made a mistake. They made a mistake. They made a mistake. They've already admitted they made a mistake. All of this stuff now is just to save face. So they don't have to bring him back because they don't want to bring him back because he's going to look not tough if they bring him back. The attorney already said they made a mistake. The attorney already said it was an error. So when you make a mistake, you right the wrong. And the Supreme Court agrees. The Supreme Court said he didn't have due process. You bring his ass back. Period. End of discussion. There should be nothing beyond that. Nothing. Nothing beyond. The Supreme Court said you got to facilitate bringing him back. And facilitate is a verb, is an action word. They have to do something. But I do love that they're going to be able to use this now in a court of law when the Supreme Court comes and tells them, the New York Times posted on the internet today. It says, Senator meets with wrongly deported Maryland man in El Salvador. Somebody at the White House printed that out, wrote on it, Senator meets with MS-13 illegal alien deported in El Salvador and he's never coming back. And the White House official page retweeted that. Yes, it's false imprisonment, 100%. In the White House. So I hope they go again when the Supreme Court and when this judge is like, what have you done to facilitate it? What have you done to help bring him back? The official White House put this out, that they're never bringing him back. What is you people are a new kind of low? We're not the people who kidnapped somebody off the streets and sent them to a fucking concentration camp, you dolt. That's low. Sick fuckers. Fucking disgusting. And people still act like a special bell will ring, signaling the arrival of fascism. Trump just defied a 9-0 Supreme Court ruling. Fascism is here. It's already here, folks. It's already here. There's not going to be a warning bell like, oh no, we didn't see this coming. Oh no. How could we have ever known this was coming? Or it could be that the State Department, Marco Rubio, have you seen this little gem? The State Department is changing its mind about what it calls human rights. The agency's annual human rights reports are being purged of references to prison conditions, political corruption, and other abuses. So this administration is telling you they're going to start doing human rights violations when they're changing what human rights are. And if you're on my Discord server on the political chat channel, I have the entire article showing exactly what's going to be taken down or what they're changing. Thank you, Cindy, for subscribing. The Trump administration sent this man there erroneously. It is up to the Trump administration to bring him back. This has nothing to do with Bukele. This has nothing to do with Bukele. I don't answer questions from the comment section, which is why I'm ignoring you. I only talk to people that come up and talk to me in the box, who come up and have a conversation. I don't answer questions from the comments section. If you're too scared to come up and have a conversation with me, I don't care to talk to you or answer your questions. Thank you. People don't come to lives to just sit and listen to me talk. They want to hear conversations. Steel 039. I invited you up. Chicken. Chicken. What? They're so weak. Twiggles, thank you for subscribing. Shay, did you vote for Trump?
I did vote for Trump, yes, ma'am.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
43, California.
Steel, you voted for Trump?
Yes, I did. Yes, ma'am.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
67 in Georgia.
You should know better.
Oh, my God, lady, come on. We can argue back and forth all day.
I don't argue. I bring facts and information, and you guys usually bring feelings and insults.
Statements about spousal abuse.
I don't. That's between her and her husband. That has nothing to do with due process. It has nothing to do with him having due. This has nothing to do with due process for him being kidnapped and sent to a concentration camp. What happened in 2021? And it never was. He was never charged nor convicted of anything. Okay, so that's between them.
You do not know.
All I know is that the Supreme Court of the United States said he has to bring him back. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what happened in 2019. It doesn't matter what happened in 2021. It doesn't matter if his wife filed charges for a protective order. That doesn't matter to this. He didn't have due process. He was kidnapped and taken to another country. That is all we're talking about.
So is the Trump administration going to go get him?
They should.
Are they going to?
If they're going to violate the Supreme Court order, then no, they won't. And then they're going to end up in prison, which, yay. Bring on the U.S. Marshals, bitches.
So what's done is done.
No, they have to bring him back. The Supreme Court said he has to bring him back.
So why hasn't he?
Because he's a fascist. He's a dictator. He is ignoring the courts, which is our checks and balances in this country, according to our Constitution. That's the problem, Shade. That's the problem. That's the whole fucking problem.
See, all I hear on these panels is one side saying he's a MS-13 member.
Where is the proof? I need you to show me proof.
Where is the proof that he's not?
You can't. Okay, and that's Shade. No one in the government has provided a shred of evidence that he is part of it. Jem, I brought you up. You're not mute. I had to mute you. Your TV's on. Show me.
I was trying to let you hear Chris Van Hollen tell these guys on your panel there is no evidence.
Exactly.
No evidence. He's speaking live right now.
Well, some guy said there's no evidence.
Show me the evidence then, Shade.
Wow.
Show me where. Where's your source? Where's your source?
Hey, Shade, it's not some guy. It's a U.S. senator who actually just met with the vice president of El Salvador and with the person that was unjustly taken out of the country. And it was the report. I know you're not used to being respectful to women, but you're going to learn today. Literally, the district court judge and the Supreme Court.
That's all.
The district court judge and the Supreme Court of the United States have both stated there is zero evidence. At the top of Diava's show, she also showed you that the U.S. Immigration Department also stipulated in court docs there is no evidence.
Right here.
Zero.
Zero. Which one of you ladies is a lawyer?
Why are you speaking?
I'm not a lawyer. I am a paralegal, and I was a court reporter for 15 years. I've never said that I was an attorney, but I have been in the courtrooms for over 20 years in different capacities.
And I will tell you that neither one of you can tell me where you would find any of the information in the judicial system that would determine whether or not he was committing crimes. So please enlighten me. I'd like to hear this since you don't know my background.
Thank you all, Ken, for subscribing. And just,
Please
you know,
enlighten me.
fun fact, paralegals are the ones who actually gather all the information for every single case. They do all the research. They put the case together, hand the file to the attorney for them to go argue in court. So I promise you, we know where to look, how to look, what due process is, and all of those other things. I've never claimed to be an attorney, but I bet you any amount of money that I know more than you.
Was he a U.S. citizen?
No.
And I can assure you that I'm the one who teaches Homeland Security where to find the information. So let's start there. Let's start there.
I already answered
He
you.
didn't have to be a U.S. citizen. He had legal protective status in the United States presented to him by a district court judge. He does not need to be a U.S. citizen.
No.
But what I can tell you he did, he renounced his citizenship of El Salvador so that he would have legal protective status.
Exactly. Thank you,
Somebody
Rick.
should go get him if that's true.
Well, right, Trump should be having somebody go get him, but they're refusing to do so.
Well, I don't think Trump's going to be the one that wants to go get him. Somebody else.
I didn't say physically him, asshole.
I didn't say that either, ma'am.
All he's got to do is direct them to go get him, and he's refusing. So if they don't, then they should call SEAL Team 6 and bring his ass in.
Yes, he's refusing. What I'm saying is somebody on your team should go get him instead of you guys trying him.
How are we supposed to go get him?
I just told you his senator went to El Salvador to meet with him. His senator had the decency to get on a plane and try to right the wrong that this Trump administration did. And he refused to allow the president of El Salvador to give him permission to go into SIMCOT, to let him see him. And then it was notified to the senator that they had relocated him to another detention center because they knew they messed up.
Well, I guess he doesn't have the power to do it then.
Okay, Shades.
Real
Real quick, Shades, because of something you said earlier.
What's up? What's going on?
I think you're a C abuser and it's C3 and a P3. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that.
Okay. What makes that untrue?
Huh?
What makes that true or untrue?
You don't know that. You don't know me at all.
Right. I don't know you at all. But what would make that true or untrue?
What would make that true or untrue?
Mhm.
There was paperwork for it. Actually,
Paperwork. Where would that paperwork come
it
from?
doesn't even have
Where
to
would
be
that paperwork come from?
You don't know me.
Where would that paperwork come from?
I could be anything.
I can still think
bro.
it. Where would that paperwork come
I
from?
could be anything, bro.
Where would that paperwork
I just told you I could be anything. You don't know who I am.
Right. Now, if I were to find out who you were and find out that was true, where would that paperwork come from?
Probably a court or something.
Oh, there you go, a court. Now, why did it go to a court? Why am I looking at a court?
For every article, dude. For every
Why am I looking
for
at a
every
court?
article that says
Why
that he
am I
is.
looking at a court?
Article that says that he is.
Why am I looking at it? Quit spitting out. Why am I looking at a court?
An article is not a court document.
There's court documents.
An article is not a court. No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No,
Show
there's
me.
not.
Then show me. Go get it. You're going on mute. Go get it. You have Google in your hand. It's free. Go get it. Come back and tell me. Because I have his entire file pulled up on my... Do not put that on the bed. Sorry.
Let's Google it. Okay.
Yeah. Or go to the circuit court. Go.
Go get him, lady.
No, that's you. You're claiming that you're claiming... No.
Go get this guy.
Listen. Do you know what? Shh. Calm down. Calm down, big boy. Calm down. Shh. Now, when Senator Van Hollen, where'd he go? Oh, he left.
When he said what he said earlier, that's what made me go that route.
Yeah. When Senator Van Hollen went down there and spoke to the vice president, he said, if you don't have If you don't have proof that he's MS-13 and we don't have proof he's MS-13, why are you still holding him here? And the vice president of El Salvador said, because the Trump administration is paying us to.
Yeah, the thing people need to remember here is anybody can claim you're something, but until you have due process and it goes through a court of law, and that actually becomes part of a case, it's not true.
They both ran. They both were scared. Got to come with proof. There's not a single document out there that says he's ever been convicted of anything. Anything. Give me a second. I'm trying to bring up the next person. Real quick, I did see a Cash App come through. Elise, thank you for the $5 for the two of you are my heroes. Thanks. I can't. My screen's just spinning. I can't bring anybody up. There we go. Good grief. Oh, we have plenty of people in here now. Oh, yay. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't.
Just tell us. We get it.
So just a heads up, during the press conference, it was announced that he was threatened immediately upon arriving in Secot. So they had to relocate him because his life was threatened.
Right, because his family was being targeted by MS-13 in El Salvador, which is
actually they were being targeted by a street gang called Barrios 18.
Oh, Barrios 18.
If he had been a member of MS-13, believe me, the Barrio gang wouldn't have been able to keep talking.
Cindy, thank you. I am Survivor. Hi, did you vote for Trump?
No. I'm going to make this real quick.
Okay, I'm very, very sorry. I am only looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only. These are my panelist members that I have every day. So I apologize. I really hope you're not mad. But at 6:00 Eastern, I bring up friendlies. So, or anybody, but I bring up friendlies at 6:00. I have to kind of keep a tight ship. Otherwise, if I let every friendly come up and say something real quick, then it's going to just be an echo chamber. I appreciate you being here, though. I promise. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad when I do that. Just makes me feel bad. Val, can you bring up the next person? For some reason, it just keeps spinning for me and I can't bring. Oh, he's off. Yeah. Somebody brings that one person up. What the heck happened? Yikes. Sorry, guys. I have no idea how that came unmuted. I'm so sorry, especially anybody wearing earphones. Oh my God. So sorry.
They're trying to come up, but it doesn't seem like they're connecting.
Yeah, he's not connecting. I know, guys. That was really loud. Jason Warrior. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come back up. For some reason, it's just not connecting.
And there's no one else in the queue.
Okay. Before I brought the last one up, there was 5 people in the queue. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Mods, just for the time being, don't mute Trump supporters right now. Just don't mute them right now. So I think when we just mute them right off the bat, they just leave. Just if they're being gross.
Can I also address so that your audience can hear that Chris Van Hollen, by the way, as senator, for over 20 years has championshiped against transatlantic gang members. He is one of the quintessential people who have been involved in going after international gangs like MS-13. So I don't care what you have to say, MAGA. If you don't comprehend who you're dealing with when it came to this senator, you missed the boat completely. I'll tell you right now, if he threw his hat in the race, I'd vote for him in a heartbeat, just based on his ability to get on a plane and literally put his money where his mouth is to support his constituents.
Right. He's one of his constituents, so he was going there in his official capacity. JR, why don't you come up here? He was not here illegally. I do not understand why you guys keep saying that. He was not here illegally. He was here legally. And on top of that, under protected status, that he could not be deported to El Salvador because he had a credible fear. He was on a protected status. Please stop spreading misinformation. He was not here illegally. I know it's because the Trump administration tells him that, but they're lying.
What they're trying to say is that when he arrived in the country, he came in illegally and did not present himself. What they keep forgetting is that things happen in steps, right? And so when he did that, he was brought into custody. In 2019, he had 2 court hearings where it was determined that he was able to receive a temporary status and protective custody, whereupon showing proof that him and his family had been targets, he was able to then seek asylum and request a legal protective order and a withholding, which means that he was held in the United States and provided said legal status. So miss us with your bullshit. How about that?
He met with ICE every year. They said he did his yearly check-ins. He did everything he was supposed to do. So I don't understand, why you guys keep, and it's still not justification. People read his 2019 court records. I've read the entire file, and none of that matters. None of anything matters. The Supreme Court read through everything too. And the attorney, okay, JR's Patriot, you need to come up here now or I am muting you myself. You're spewing utter nonsense. You need to come up here and talk right now. His union is fighting to get him back. He was here legally. I don't understand why you people why are you so inhumane? I don't understand your hatred for brown people and immigrants. It's disturbing and gross. There's something wrong with you. He was not here illegally. Why do you guys keep saying? Are they just dumb? Can I just ask you guys, are they just unable to comprehend? Are they unable to comprehend legal and illegal? He was here legally. He met with ICE every single year and did his yearly check-ins. If he was not here legally, they would have picked him up a long time ago. God, you people are dumb. You're just dumb. Donald Trump was accused, 28 times of sexual harassment, sexual abuse from women? How did he do in those cases? What happened with those? Oh, due process. Because people can say anything, just like the confidential informant could say whatever they wanted to say. Did it make it true? You have to prove it in court.
User. Because he.
Okay, ain't nobody. Why are you yelling? And suffering succotash. Hang on a second. How old are you, and what state did you vote in? And then we can get into the substance.
He sounds like he's already in the substance.
How old are you?
I'm 60 years old.
And okay, and you're in Texas and you're 60. Okay. What did you want to say?
Why did they convict him for 34 counts? And then, listen, before we start talking.
I haven't said a fucking word. What are you talking about?
Okay, say. And why did they convict a man with
Yeah, are you? Wait a minute. Hold on.
He's a friendly.
You're a friendly. We are not Trump voters. We are not Trump fans here.
I'm not a Trump fan.
Okay, I'm just looking for Trump voters. Thank you. I'm just looking for people who voted for Donald Trump. We already know that this is an actual convicted felon. This is not.
Why does the cartoon, which way did he go, George, pop in my head?
I'm like, wait a minute. He's saying, wait, what? I'm like, we know all that. He was fired up, though. I like the passion behind it, man. I'm not complaining about Trump. This isn't complaining. He's violating the Constitution. He's violating the Supreme Court order. He's violating the federal court orders. You should be worried too.
So I'm curious, Diava, and I asked this of Zeus's life today, and I'm going to ask it of you. So if Trump doesn't have to follow court orders, if Trump doesn't have to follow the Constitution, if his administration does not have to comply, why do we as American citizens have to comply with the laws of the country then?
We don't. I mean, we do, or we'll go to jail, but it's not right. He just thinks he's above the law. Because the Republicans and the GOP and the people that vote for them have made him feel like he is above the law. Do you wash your hair? What kind of these people are so weird. Oh my God.
Yeah, she uses motor oil. Doesn't it look great? It's so healthy and shiny.
Which is a weird question. Do you wash your hair?
She's revving up to come see you.
And thank you, Elise and Charlie, for the cash app.
She's so weird. Just don't get it. I just don't get it. I really don't. They're just so weird. You people are what's wrong with the United States. Oh, because we want him to follow the law and follow the Supreme Court, follow the Constitution. Oh, I know we're horrible people. Horrible. We're actually advocating that innocent people aren't sent off to a fucking concentration camp. We are awful. That is terrible. We are horrible people, for sure. Absolute dredges of society.
Good afternoon.
I can't see you yet. That's why I'm having an issue with my connection today. Give me 1 second. Is it pumpkin?
Oh, okay.
Like your box is
Yes.
blank. Okay, but anyway, did you vote for Trump?
I didn't, but I wanted to.
I can't.
Ask some.
I'm sorry. I'm not bringing up friendlies. If Val or Jem, if you could just drop her down, please. I can't even do that right now. I literally can't do anything. And I don't know why. I do not. I only bring up friendlies at 6 p.m. I'm not trying to be mean. I promise. I have to keep my format. Because if every friendly come up and just says something really quick, it's an echo chamber. Please, I'm only wanting Trump voters right now. I bring up Harris voters at 6 p.m. Eastern. I hope you understand. I'm not trying to be mean. I feel bad enough as it is when I have to do that, but I really need for you guys to respect my boundaries. Thank you. If you guys want to help support my live Diavatalks, it's a Cash App and Venmo spelled just like that. No 2.0 or anything. I'm on my backup account. I can't even put up a banner. I can't put up a sticker with my name on it and everything. But if you want to help support my live, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know why I can't bring people up. I can't mute anybody. I can't fill out a sticker. I can't do anything. I don't know why. It's crazy. I'm trying, y'all. Oh.
I didn't know there was two.
That's okay. Latinos for Trump. Did you vote for Trump? I'm assuming.
Hey, guys. Yes.
Latino. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button.
he was there. He had bars. I'm not sure who PRG is.
I'm not either. Come up, nameless ghoul.
For the person who sent me the message, I put my Venmo and Cash App in the thing. I'm sorry you can't see it, but I'm on private.
I brought somebody up. Did nobody come up? Okay. I brought PRG up, I thought.
It came up and dropped.
Oh, okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Let's have a chit chat. There we go. I don't know what the hell's going on with my. So let me put a banner up now. So here's my Cash App and Venmo. There you guys go. If you want to help support my live, I really do appreciate it. It's just Diavatalks. Has my same logo, so you know it's me on my Cash App and Venmo.
I don't have a banner, guys. Sorry. Hey, I have a conspiracy theory I want to throw at you. Want to hear it?
Hold on. Let me see what this guy wants. He keeps requesting up, but he's.
I don't like it. I think it's going to be somebody from overseas.
That's exactly what I. Yes.
Exactly. That's what I thought it was.
From Syria.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
What I thought.
Are you serious?
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Please stop requesting up MK. I'm only talking to people who voted for Trump. I know you have something that you want to say. This is not the platform for you.
What about Tony Tow Truck?
Yeah, I brought him up.
Downstairs. Oh, what the fuck?
I can do it now. Oh, Tony Tow Truck.
Yes, so hold on. I'm going to where it's quieter. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'll put you on mute for just a second. Go ahead. What's the conspiracy theory? I don't know what you're talking about. You can unmute whenever you're ready. It's so these people like Karen. Come let MS-13 live with you. God, these people are so simple and ridiculous. He's never been convicted of anything.
Oh, you should have heard some of the things I've heard.
Oh, I know. But you know what I say we do? I say we should go out and pick up what they should do is go out and pick up a couple of Proud Boys and just send them to prison. No due process, nothing. Just send them to prison and watch MAGA fight to get them out of there. Take it all the way to the Supreme Court. Make them have to cement due process into law. You got to fight fire with fire.
So the person,
It's a gang.
The person who,
Do I get a vote for him a third time?
so the person who said that, I'm really curious. How many of you in the chat have actually had any run-ins with MS-13? If you have, put a 1 in the comment section. If you never have, put a 2 for logical thinking. Because the truth of the matter is they've created a boogie monster like Trump has done the entire time. Why can't these men ever have any decency? So the thing is it's utter BS. Most of you have never come into contact because it's not a problem that they have every day. And we have a greater problem with white supremacy and white crime in this country. So the idea that you're going to try and claim that, please, I'd like to hear your story about it. Because it's absolute bullshit.
I mean,
That's why it's not in the news every day.
Right. You've got the Hells Angels. You've got the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, the 3%ers. I mean, you've got the Klan. Those are all gangs. So why aren't they all sent to El Salvador?
Hello.
Hi, Tony. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
I'm 60 and I'm from Connecticut.
Okay. What did you want to talk? What did you want to say?
I'm just, this poor guy from Maryland. It's unfortunate that he got wrapped up in this.
It's not unfortunate, sir. He was kidnapped off. He was kidnapped off. He's kidnapped off the street and sent to a concentration camp, man.
And what did I just say? I said it's unfortunate.
No, it's not unfortunate. It's tragic and it's illegal and it's awful.
Well, wait.
Deliberate.
Did you guys see the interview with Trump and the president of El Salvador?
Of
We sure
course.
did. Did you?
Yes, I did. I watched the whole thing.
Did you pay attention?
Oh my God! Are you here just to mock me, or what? Are we gonna have a civil conversation?
She wasn't mocking you. She asked you a question.
But we's are listening. We's are listening to you.
No, you're not. You're mocking me. Well, do you want to?
She asked you a question.
No, I'm not gonna fucking cry. All right, listen. I watched the interview, and the president of El Salvador said he's not going to send.
It's not his call.
Not his call, sir. Why? He's in his country right now. It is not his call. That ended being his call when we paid them. So somebody in an El Salvadorian prison. Hold on a second, sir.
That we sent there erroneously.
Was it the American students? You're 60 years old. Was it the American students? Was it Iran's call to keep the American students? They kept them, didn't they? And when we worked to get them out the entire time, did we not? Yeah, we did. We even sent in troops, right? Yes, exactly. Okay.
Exactly. That's what we should do.
Now, hold on, stop right there. This man has been wrongfully accused, is under the same protections of the constitutions as every one of those students. Been ordered by the Supreme Court
To bring him back.
to facilitate his return. Okay. And he's refusing to do it. I don't care what the president of El Salvador says.
You send fucking SEAL Team 6 in there if you have to.
And comes back. Because there's only two ways this should work. Either you call him, you say, bring him back, make the money.
Or stop paying him. We're paying them to hold him.
I was just going to say, there's even more to it. It's human trafficking. They paid them a stipend to take these people.
And then
That's
they
a
told the
business.
U.S. senator, they're going to start sending the vice president of the country told the U.S. senator that we're not keeping him on our end, that we are being paid to keep him.
That's exactly what the vice president said. Yep.
Okay. So they're being paid to keep him. Now, did you also hear what Tom Holman said? If he does come back, say they do release him, sir, he can't do that.
He can't do that.
Full of shit. Hear me when
Yeah.
I say this again. Tom Holman has full of shit.
No, he doesn't.
Sir,
He doesn't have any power.
He has to go. He has to go through due process. He has to go through due process, sir.
Tony, did you listen to Tom Homan? Because I'm pretty sure Tom Homan.
I heard every word.
Tony, well, if you heard every word, then I want to remind you what he actually said. Okay, you ready? He literally
He
said,
said, I believe.
I am not an attorney. I do not handle that, and I will be deferring to Pam Bondi and what they decide the legal ramifications are. But
That's not the interview I heard.
if he gets, let me guess, were you watching Fox News, Tony?
I heard it come out of his mouth.
Were you watching Fox News, Tony, or were you watching somewhere else?
All right.
You're just going to keep repeating yourself. What's the
No, I'm asking. It's called a question, Tony. That's how dialogue works. Was it Fox News?
You guys are not doing the
Was it
dialogue.
CNN?
It doesn't matter.
Tony, I'm asking you a question. Tony,
What
I'm
difference?
asking.
What difference is what
Tony,
news station it was on?
Tony,
Was it going to lie?
Tony,
What?
it makes a big difference between whether or not Tom Homan was playing to an audience of one and a bunch of absolute troglodytes, or was he actually listening to the interviewer's questions? So the bottom line is the interview that I watched with Abby Phillips, where she asked him very detailed questions. The only thing he could respond was that he was not an attorney and that all he does is effectuate immigration removal. That's all he said.
That's right.
He's not an attorney. So no, he does not have all the power. I hate to inform you that our country still has the Constitution, and the Constitution is what dictates what happens in this country, not Tom Homan. Tom Homan, who literally speaks a sentence together, but you're going to tell me he has all the power.
The president gave him a job to do. And this is what he said. Hold on, sir. I want you to stop right now because where you're going, this is not the problem. You're not going to listen to me anyway. Here's the thing, sir. The Supreme Court. Don't call me sir, by the way. The Supreme Court made it very clear.
Yeah, Supreme Court didn't mince words.
This man has not had due process. Well, then why is I don't care if it's the president. Listen to me. I don't care if it's the president of the United States. Back here, then? I don't care. I don't care who it is. I know you don't care. The Supreme Court rules on the Constitution, sir. You don't care about this guy either. Once
yes, we do.
Court rules on the Constitution. It is over. I'll be honest with you here. What I care about this person for is that he's a person that was a legal resident in this country. And if that can happen to him, it can happen to anybody because of somebody not following the Constitution.
Correct.
You do not understand what this is about. It ain't about that man. It's about our Constitution.
It's about the Constitution. If one person doesn't have due process, none of us have due process, Tony. What if they said you did something? What if somebody said you did something to? Because the Trump administration is ignoring the order.
Ignoring the orders of the Supreme Court.
Fucking duh.
Not true. No, that is true.
Oh, let me show you the background. Hold on. No, shut your yap. Shut it now. Be quiet right now.
See, this is the interesting part about all of this.
Be quiet.
This whole time, Tony. Every time I've spoken, you've spoken over me. Every time I've asked you a question, you refuse to answer. The bottom line is this. What we're trying to tell you is that the United States is ruled by law and order. And the Constitution is the document that we, the American people, have to abide by. So if we, the American people, have to abide by that and listen to the courts of our cities, our states, and our country, why is it that the Trump administration is literally ignoring co-equal branches of government? And there's the headline that the White House posted.
Right here on Twitter today, the White House, the official White House page. The New York Times put this out. Senator meets with wrongly deported Maryland man in El Salvador. They printed it out, and then somebody hand wrote it. Senator meets with MS-13 illegal alien deported in El Salvador, and he's never coming back. It is because of the Trump administration refusing to do what the Supreme Court told him to do. Double down on it just today.
And so that is now also backed by the lower court that the decision that they upheld that is now asking for a special prosecutor to investigate the Trump administration for this very reason, for trying to overthrow a co-equal branch of government.
Thank you, Bunny. Who has no jurisdiction? The Supreme Court has no jurisdiction. You people are on something.
You're out of your mind.
You're out of your fucking mind. You're completely gone. You're so gone that there's nowhere to come back from. You have been fully brainwashed, and there's no coming back for you, unfortunately. You just need to go see a mental health professional.
So this is where I wanted to tell you my conspiracy theory that I was going to share with you. And for TikTok reasons, I want to make sure that I say that because, you know, we don't play in conspiracy theories on this app, you and I and Belle. But I want to make sure that I say it that way because this is the problem, right? We are literally witnessing an American president and his administration who literally do not have any background in government. Most of them were not ready to be in positions of power whatsoever. They did not have the level or the experience. Some of them had crimes that they had committed as well and had NDAs protecting them. Do I need to speak any further with regard to Pete Hegseth? I just did. So let's be very clear, right? So you have Trump who said that he could literally end the war in Ukraine with Russia before he even took office. Has that happened, Tony?
No. And furthermore, Jem, today Marco Rubio said, you know what? If this negotiation doesn't work, we're just going to abandon trying to make a ceasefire. We're just going to abandon it. They gave up already.
He didn't handle that. Then you have Trump, who's got how many trade deals with China. How many? Over 100, right? Him and his daughter. So then you have Russia in bed with China. You have Elon Musk doing business with China. He's very, very good friends with Xi. Has the largest Tesla warehouse and car dealers in China. So just maybe, Tony, for a moment, maybe you can stop and think about the danger that this administration is doing while they are literally shutting down allocated funds and stealing them from the American taxpayer, Tony. That would be you, me, Val, Diva, everybody in here who pays taxes, unlike the city president, who, while he was in office the first time, only paid $750 in U.S. taxes, which is why he hid his tax returns from all of you, and then proceeded to pay China over $1 million in taxes.
I think it was
$250,000.
Yeah.
So this is my conspiracy theory. What if, just what if, the real problem, the Manchurian candidate, if you will, is literally the sitting president and his administration that are literally stealing from the American people and parting out the U.S. Constitution and the government and selling it off to the highest bidders. What if, Tony? Would you still be supporting the Trump administration if you knew they were in bed with both Russia and China? Oh, and let's not forget that other little issue going on, right? In Israel, where Israel's president is literally wanted by the ICC for crimes against humanity because he is also corrupt. So isn't it ironic that the very person that's at the helm of our country is literally in bed with all the dictators like Erdogan and what's the one from Hungary, starts with an O, I can't think of it.
Orban
and Kim Jong-un and Putin and this guy, Netanyahu. Are you still going to support him, Tony, when he's literally parting out the United States of America, the country that we, the people, for the people, are supposed to be supporting?
Yes.
And that makes you treasonous. You are not a U.S. citizen. You are a traitor to the Constitution.
Yes. Yep. You want to call it that? Yep. Good.
So it's what it is, by definition.
You see how far off track you got? We were talking about the poor guy that's...
Can you tell me?
You know Jackie Gleason?
Tony, no, we're not going to fucking Jackie Gleason from the 50s.
Jackie Gleason would tell you how to the moon, Tony, because you are an embarrassment as an Italiano, and you shouldn't even be in this country either. So I'm going to claim you're part of the mafia, and I think you should be deported.
Tony, can you answer? Tony, what do you think about? Huh?
Bye.
Run away.
Have some bread with your pasta and some wine with your cheese, fangool.
Trump can save. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
He saved nothing. That's how.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
41, New Jersey.
Okay, what did you want to add to the conversation? Real quick. Sorry. Jeanette, thank you for the, hold on, I have to say thank you. Jeanette, thank you for the $10. Tony, shut the fuck up and listen. Open your ears, sir. That just came in. Sorry, it was a little late, Jeanette. But thank you for the $10 Cash App. If you guys want to help support my live, my Cash App's right here. Venmo spelled the same way. If you want to help support my live, I'd really appreciate it. Contrary to what everyone says, we don't get paid by the DNC or George Soros. I am crowdfunded, so if you want to help support my live, please feel free. Val has his Venmo and Cash App in his bio, and Jem periodically puts it in the comment section if you would like to donate to them as well. Okay, Trump, go ahead. What did you want? What else can I call you? I'm not going to call you Trump. Huh?
Make a name up. I'll go with it.
Mike. Okay, Mike, go ahead.
Sounds good. If our politicians in government that you guys are preaching that needs to follow the rules, the law, and the Constitution, doesn't the guests that come in this country also have to follow the rules?
Yes, and
yes.
He did.
Did they now?
Yes.
He did, yeah.
Did he, Don? Can you give me a
Yes,
background on him? Well, you're going to tell me that he He was a great father in Maryland.
But the thing is, none of that matters. None of that matters. No. You're not going to tell me to hold on my own life. I'll put a sock in your mouth because you don't have any self-control. Okay? I said no. None of that matters. Whether he was a good father, bad husband, cheated on her, didn't cheat on her, hit her, didn't hit her. None of that matters. This is a constitutional issue. This is a constitutional issue. He was sent there. He was kidnapped. He was human trafficked to another country. He was not given due process. That is what all that needs to be talked about. Him personally, them vilifying him, them trying to find out all his stuff in his past he might have done wrong. Don't care. That doesn't matter. The problem is the violation of the Constitution for due process. Period. And that's what the Supreme Court ruled 9-0. Please tell me the last time the Supreme Court ruled 9-0 on anything.
The Biden administration found this on this man.
Please respond to what I said.
His case was heard in 2019, ding dong. It was not heard under the Biden administration. But nice try.
Good try. Yeah. But anyway, none of that matters.
Can I lay this out real quick before you?
No, I want you to respond to what I said. I want you to respond. I want you to respond to what I said.
About due process? Yeah, but there's another part to the.
No, there is nothing else. No.
You want to just be right. You don't want to.
No, we're talking about the Constitution and due process. There is no other next step. What is the other step? What is the other step?
You gonna listen?
Oh, you can fuck all the way off. You're not going to disrespect me on my own live. You can fuck all the way off. You disgusting human. Goodbye.
Yeah, not halfway off, all the way off.
Like all the way. Just and keep going. Do not collect $200 straight. Just go.
And when it comes to due process, you need to understand something.
Mm-mm.
I don't care if you're an American citizen. I don't care if you're on this soil visiting. I don't care if you're on this soil illegally. I don't care if you're on this soil legally. If you're here, you're on this soil. By our Constitution,
You are protected.
Guaranteed due process. Period. End of story.
That's it. If
I
you're
just want to hear you say soil again.
soul,
Like
oil. If you hold on, I can see the box now. I got all my stuff back for some reason. Okay, I got people with 0 followers. Yeah, those are bots.
Yeah, thank you, Cecilia, for the cash app, by the way.
Let's see if this one. Real quick, thank you. Okay, sorry. I thought I saw a cash app come through, but I didn't. T-Man, did you vote for Trump? T-Man? All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Natalie, you only have 4 followers. I don't bring people up that have less than like 20 followers because you're usually bots or you come up here and slur. I had to remove Jem because Jem got a violation.
Oh no, what for?
I don't know. And every single one says I'm not a bot. That's okay. That's just my rule. I don't. Every time I've gone against that, I regret it. Or they come up and slur like crazy. And every single time, I'm not doing it. So, no, thank you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Natalie doesn't catch a hint very easy. Welcome back, Jim. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. If you guys want to help support my live and oh my God, okay. Now I know it's a bot because they're just constantly requesting. So now you're going to be blocked forever. Goodbye, Natalie. Bye. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Oh, I do have my live gift goal, the little gardening thing for spring because I thought it was cute. Hi, everybody on YouTube and Twitch. Good to see you. I had to put my hair up. It was bothering me today.
It's all that oil.
All that oil.
All that oil.
I love that guy's like, do you wash your hair? I'm like, who does that? Thank you, Andrea. Of course I do. I mean, duh. Anyway, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I see we have a bunch of cowards in here. Yeah. There were so many, and now they're all like,
Thank you guys for the gifts and the kind words for the person who said, please buy yourself some flowers. That literally almost made me tear up. Thank you.
Aw. That's sweet.
My mom said me too. It made her tear up.
Aw. Oh, thank you. You guys are so nice. We appreciate you guys so much. There's 1,000 people in here. I know for sure that there are Trump supporters in here. So if you voted for Donald Trump, you need to come up. You need to come up and talk with us. Come on, CV Shades. You can do it. Thank you, Stormcat. I love the little flower. It's so cute. Coffee, thank you. Host hates facts. I haven't had a Trump supporter ever come up and give one. Not a one. CV Shades got his feelings hurt, so now he won't come up. They're so confident in the comment section, but boy, they do not want to come up and actually say it with their whole chest. It's so cute. So cute. Well, if you're at work, you should be working. Stealing money from your employer. Stealing time. Gross. Exposing. Did you vote for Trump?
Yep.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
41 New Jersey.
How old?
41.
41 New Jersey. Cecilia, thank you for the $10 for a great live. Thank you. Thank you, Cecilia. Appreciate your support. What did you want to add to the conversation? What truth bombs are you bringing? Thank you, Dennis.
Well, the Maryland father here, he was apprehended by the FBI, put in custody in Tennessee on terrorist watch list.
That's totally false.
Y'all go further down a rabbit hole that doesn't exist every time y'all open your mouth. Sir, there's 4 court cases.
Oh my God.
136 pages of documents. Please go read them.
Oh, please, please. I've read the whole thing. I actually have the PDF on my computer right now.
The FBI, I've never even read.
This is so ludicrous.
I mean, these people are lost. Listen, it was December 2022.
Chris, thank you.
The Tennessee Highway Patrol apprehended him with 8 people in a van. And we're talking.
I have to. Okay, I need you to go get me a source, a court document, something that I can pull up on the laptop right here that I can look at and read. Tell me where to find the information. Don't tell me another thing about the story. Because this is the first time, not even the Trump administration has said this. This is too much. Where can I find this information?
Let me go get you a link. Give me 2 minutes. We're going to get a link to some
A link?
QAnon site.
It's going to be...
I'm willing to bet you. Ready, guys? I'm going to whisper this in your ear.
4chan.
Bet you there's another Garcia out there that they're confusing this Garcia with, because, it's very similar to Smith and Jones.
Oh my God. It's going to be a Facebook meme or a Twitter or 4chan or True Social.
Jesus Christ.
It's not in that 134-page document that they.
It's 4 cases.
4 cases. I know.
Can you imagine if only the Trump administration had access to every single web page or data system that could find criminal information on somebody? If only. And yet still no evidence.
I just DM'd you, host.
And I am in the middle of a live. I have no way. I have no way of checking a link during a live.
How about a court docket number? How about that? Let me guess, you found it on YouTube?
No, it's in the Tennessee Star, the Tennessee newspaper from the Tennessee State Police. Tennessee newspaper. That's not a good source. So you gotta make sure.
Oh.
These people will try anything.
Hold on. I found the story. Hold on. Was he convicted of that?
No, the Tennessee State Police.
Oh, that's what I thought. It's just a story. They suspected.
Just mute away,
No, honey. It's because, okay, shh. Because I don't allow misinformation. He was not convicted. He wasn't convicted. Just because someone was arrested or just because someone was suspected, if they weren't charged or convicted with it, then it's a non-thing. You can't use it as like, look, see? He worked in construction. There was 8 people in the car with no luggage. This is what the story says. So they assumed that he was trafficking. And he told them, I work in construction, and a lot of people carpool, especially day laborers when they go to Home Depots to pick up day laborers. Just because he had people in his car, nor convicted of trafficking. He was not charged with any crime or cited for any wrongdoing. Maybe you should go look at the article. He was. Huh?
Hold on. Where'd the FBI come into this?
It wasn't the FBI either.
The state police called the FBI for support. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. You see that in the article? It's in there. And then 2 hours later, they released the man.
Right, because they had nothing. So the point is, he wasn't charged with anything. He didn't even get a fucking speeding ticket. He got nothing. He got no conviction, no charges, nothing about that stop. And the FBI said he was okay, obviously, or he would have been locked up and arrested and charged with something. So, therefore, it's a nothing burger. That's like them saying I was trafficking because I had 5 people in my car. And when they talked to me and I explained where I was going and what I was doing, they're like, oh, okay. And they let me go home. That doesn't make me a human trafficker.
Have you been here the whole life? Have you been here the whole life? How about him on the terrorist watch list? Have you been here the whole life? Sir, have you been here the whole life? Can you speak? I didn't mute you.
I didn't either because I was reading on my computer.
Have you been here the whole life?
I think I just peed a little.
I literally just Googled, is Abrego Garcia on the terrorist watch list? No.
No. So have you been here the whole life? Oh, you keep muting yourself. If somebody's muting down there, please.
I think he was going to unmute, and then one of the mods was inviting him to unmute, and I think that just happened at the same exact time.
So have you been here the whole life? About 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. Sir, I think you're a 3DPO and a sea trafficker. Well, you got that out of that by reading an article. Oh yeah, that's it, sir. But that's what I think. That's who I think you are.
But that's the allegation. That's the problem, though. Anyone can make an allegation. Anyone can say that this is what happened. But that's where due process comes in. That's the problem. That's the problem. Is he didn't get due process. You can't just say you can't kidnap people off the street and fly them to a concentration camp in another country. That's what they did in 1930s Germany. Auschwitz was in Poland. It wasn't in Germany. They shipped him over there.
Such a great man, you know what I mean? I didn't know he was such a good man. That he deserved everything like that. You know?
What?
I didn't know he was such a good. He got me off guard. I didn't know he was that great of a man.
There was no protective order. You're just lying. You're lying out your mouth. You're spreading misinformation.
Didn't even get involved, sir. And his wife made a statement on that very thing. Do you want to know what his wife said?
She said she was in a previous domestic violence situation, and whenever they got into an argument, she got scared from her past DV, and she filed a protective order in case it escalated, but it never did. And so she dropped them, and they went to counseling.
Yeah, and everything's fine. So again, what? You mean things that don't happen to every white man in this country probably once every, I don't know, what is it, Jim? 9 seconds?
White men do it to women. They're the number one perpetrators of it in this country. Why don't we start deporting the white men then somewhere else?
Oh, she wasn't hit in the head with a work boot and bleeding everywhere? Oh my God, here we go.
I'm not doing this anymore. This is absolute nonsense. I'm not entertaining this at all. You're so full of shit. Your eyes must be brown.
I told him what I thought of it.
My God. None of that has anything to do with due process. None of it. Nothing has to do with due process. Nothing. That's all we're talking about. I don't know what type of a person he is. Even if let's just say he did. Let's say he did hit his wife. He still didn't get due process in this particular situation. We're arguing for the Constitution, not for this person.
Yeah, when you decide to come up here, if you're a Trump supporter,
my God,
I want you to answer this question. What makes what I think of you as an opinion, not a fact?
Man, the right wing propaganda machine is a hell of a substance.
Well, here's the part I don't get.
Crazy.
And I mean this sincerely, right? Like, they'll come up here and they'll literally denigrate this man until the nth degree with no convictions whatsoever, while they supported a man who has multiple convictions and liable charges, tax evasion, and even charitable fraud, where he stole from veterans who were wounded and children who had cancer. So please, make it make sense to me. If you're going to come up here and accuse this young man, who we all know
I'll be right back.
did not get due process, but you'll support a convicted felon and an adjudicated sexual assaulter and somebody who literally lied to you for 4 years and said, I'll show you my taxes in 2 weeks. I'll have a medical plan for you in 2 weeks, and then present 60 Minutes Leslie Stahl with a blank binder with no medical plan in there, no health care plan for the American people. And then we're talking 9 years later, and they still only have concepts of a plan. At what point do you yourself, as a MAGA supporter, wake up and go, I was duped. I followed this man, and he lied to me at every turn, and I gave him my vote, not once, not twice, 3 times, and he's still lying to me and the American people, all while stealing my American tax dollars, taking away Medicaid and Medicare, attacking Social Security, and still I complied because there was an R next to his name for recession, for regardless, for rigor mortis setting in because you're going to be dead before you admit that you voted for a convicted felon, a con man, and a grifter, and a malignant narcissist. I did that in one breath.
Yeah, I was in pain listening. It's like, man.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, pretty.
Pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you for the galaxies, Tara. That's so kind of you.
Thank you, Tara.
All right.
Y'all got that for the pain.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. All right. They just don't understand. Like, I guess the problem I'm struggling with these Trump supporters, other than the hypocrisy, is that they're missing the whole point of this. They're always coming in like, oh, Democrats are support gangs. And I mean, this literally has nothing to do with it. The only thing we're arguing is the constitutionality or unconstitutionality of it. Because if one person doesn't have due process in this country, no one does. This could happen to any of us. Thank you, Nerican Lady. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. I only need one more for my goal. You guys are rocking it today.
And at 5 o'clock, Gen X is to come up first. We are having a fight.
Uh-oh.
Can I tell you something?
No, I don't want any fights.
Was unalived by gang members. Let me repeat that. My brother was unalived by gang members, and I still support this man to have due process. Let me make that clear. That's how much I believe due process is necessary, because I believe that every person accused of a crime should be provided due process because it's under our Constitution.
Exactly. I agree.
Gen X asked me to say everything that rhymes with all at one time.
Oh my God, that's funny. Okay.
We're going to have a fight.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, real quick. Oh, hold on. I gotta read his thank you. Hold on. Crystal, thank you for the $2 Cash App for a $2 challenge. Okay, Crystal wants to. Oh, thank you! Yay! And thank you so much. And Crystal sent $2 for a $2 challenge. So she's challenging every single person that's watching right now to send $2 to my Cash App or Venmo to help support my live. Thank you so much, Crystal. That was so kind of you. So if you'd like to take part in the challenge, Cash App, Venmo is both spelled the same way. Thank you, Chris. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I know with almost 1,000 people in here, I know there's Trump supporters. I know there's Trump supporters in here. So get out of the comment section, come up, let's have a conversation. We'll match energy. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Bullfrog Commando, come on up. It's cheese tax time, exactly. But he's not barking today.
Oh, you better knock on wood.
I was going to say I should probably not have said that. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Oh. Bullfrog is a chicken. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Hold on. I got some stuff rolling in here. Ginger, thank you for the $5 Cash App. Thank you for helping me get politics. Oh, thank you. Jennifer, thank you for the $25 Venmo. Oh, Living with the Louds. Don't forget the No Kings rally near all of us tomorrow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. No Kings rally in a city next to you. So, yeah, Trump supporters are real quiet now, aren't they? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Jay, thank you for the $2 Cash App for the $2 challenge. Love your lives. Fuck Donald Trump. Thank you. Arlinda, thank you for the $2 for the $2 challenge. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. The Constitution talk has quieted them. Yeah, because they don't know what the Constitution says. The only thing they know about the Constitution is the Second Amendment.
Well, I learned something new yesterday from the president.
What needs to be
Did you
shipped?
know that the firearm doesn't shoot the bullets, the people do?
So fucking profound. So profound.
You know that if it's the people that do it, that's literally the people that we put the laws on. We don't put the law on the firearm. We put the laws on the people. It's mind-boggling. When I heard him say it, it was like, poof.
It's almost like there's already laws against, like unaliving people. It's almost like,
I mean,
it's stuff happens, I guess. As nobody said, it happens. What a sick motherfucker. God. I'm gonna lie, he's sick.
Kelly K, yes, he did. Why don't you come up and talk about it, and we'll tell you how unconstitutional that was.
I think Kelly K.
According to that.
I think Kelly K's are friendly, aren't they?
I know.
Oh,
are they?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I just remember Kelly K being since you guys, I'm gonna set a new goal, a gift goal, because you guys got my gift goal. But I'm gonna do I don't know why this one looks so cute. I haven't seen it, so I'm just gonna put it down here. But it's called the floating octopus, and I want to see it. So I changed it to the little floating octopus because I want to see it.
So I haven't been able to walk in 2 days, and I've been waiting for an X-ray from my doctor. My house was a total disarray. My son's girlfriend.
Oh, it says it's not available. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, Jim. They were just saying it's not available. There's some gifts that are only available on iPhone, which is odd. So I guess we won't do the font. We won't do that one. I'll pick a new one. Well, we'll do the campfire. We'll do the campfire. We know that one works. Go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry. You're waiting to hear back from your doctor?
No. My son's girlfriend just came down and cleaned my whole kitchen for me. That's my love language.
That's so
I
nice.
I just choked on an orange.
Okay. Real quick. Okay. They just finally came through. Okay, Jay and Erlinda. I said thank you. All right. Just want to make sure I don't forget anybody. Oh, thank you for the campfire. It's so pretty. I love it. Special K. Hi. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I was just tapping my thumbs away.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you guys for the little fires. Those are so cute. MAGA chokes on orange every day. Brighton Oak. Oh my God. Isn't that so pretty? I love the campfire. Oh my God, Brighton Oak. That was funny.
The funny part is I didn't even catch that little connection I just made.
Yeah.
I literally was choking on an orange.
Funny, thank you. Those fires are so cute. Oh, MAGA chokes on orange every day. Dennis, thank you for the $2 for the $2 challenge. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate that.
Val, do you wear pointy-toed cowboy boots or squared-off cowboy boots? I'm just asking.
Thank you, SD. You guys are
Round toes.
Rounded?
Both squares and round, but mainly round toes.
Oh, you like the old school round toe. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate the pointy ones, but I do think the square ones are sexy.
No, I got some square ones. I just don't. They're not as comfortable.
Yeah. If y'all are looking for a good Western series to watch, Ransom is really good.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Who just extended? Thank you for your subscription. Look at all the campfires. They're so cute. Boot, scoot, boogie. Heel toe. Anyhow, what channel is it on? What I don't. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what show they're talking about. Oh, Netflix. Thank you,
Ransom Canyon series, Netflix.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Good, very good.
Those campfires are cute.
They are cute. I can feel the warmth. I've already started sweating.
Oh, you guys are. Thank you, Jeanette. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Holy moly. Another live goal. All right. Let me find another spring one. Another pretty one for a new goal. Thank you. Thank you guys for meeting that goal. That's really.
Try something we haven't seen.
That's what I'm looking for. Well, that's what I was trying to do with the octopus, but it said it wasn't available for Android users.
That's so stupid.
I know. You would think it would be available on anybody's. I mean, that's silly. I'm trying to find one we haven't seen. But that's not very many. Obviously, there's ones I've never seen that are like 10,000 coins, but who the hell would have the balls to put that up as being their one? That's greedy.
Mitra, what you talking about menopause? Choking on an orange?
What?
I'm like, what?
Oh, let's do. I don't know what puppy kisses is. Let's see if that one works. Puppy kisses. That sounds cute.
That sounds moist.
Oh, Jesus. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Oh, puppy kisses! Oh my God, that's so cute! Oh my God, that's so cute!
You haven't seen that one? It kind of just goes all across the screen.
Oh my God, that's so cute. My daughter hates that word. My adult daughter.
I love that word.
My adult daughter absolutely hates that word. I think it's funny.
I think it's sexy.
I already got rid of Aether. I already got rid of that Aether 5 Israel. He had 0 followers and 0 anything, so it's a bot. She said the word moist.
Moist.
And my daughter absolutely hates that word. Like she has a
chocolate cake.
She has a visceral response when she hears moist. No. Same with the phrase from the get-go. Ever since she was a kid, has hated that saying from the get-go.
Really?
She will literally be like, ugh. She absolutely hates those from the get-go. She cannot stand it.
Have you ever asked her why?
She's like, I don't know. Since she was a kid. I have no idea. Yeah, I have the same response when I hear Trump too. A visceral response.
My son gets mad when I say, you don't understand. Like,
oh, Bunny, thank you. Oh my God.
He says, you make people sound like they're remedial. And I go, no, the term you don't understand when I'm explaining something is you don't understand from my perspective. See, that's the point, is people always want to take it as an insult instead of listening to the totality.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to always stop myself when I'm going to explain something to him and go, what other phrase could I use? That's not good.
That's funny.
So now I just try to preface, let me explain from my perspective.
That's what I had to do with from the get-go. I'm just like, well, from the beginning or anything other than that. It's funny. It's funny how people have such quirky things about, that bug them to death. She hates it. Absolutely hates it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. There's only 15 more minutes and I'm going to start bringing up Harris voters. So Trump voters, come on up.
Jamie, so sometimes I wonder if he's a little bit on the spectrum when I say certain words, because he does get triggered easy. He's really brilliant, but I sometimes wonder if he gets mad.
That's funny. I'm trying to think if there's any words that Chase says that. Oh, I got something in the mail yesterday that Chase automatically got put on Medicaid because he has disability.
We'll enjoy it while it lasts.
That part.
Because his clone, Dr. Oz, who literally looks like a mini-me version of Trump now.
Did you see him standing behind him today? It was so gross.
With his dyed blonde hair and his red tie and his orange skin. I was like, what the hell is happening? He looks ridiculous.
He did. He looks so silly.
But he's over Medicaid and Medicare now, so good luck. Yeah, Timu Trump. That's what I wrote in my comment. Whoever just said that, I said, "Oh my God, the Timu version of Trump."
Timu Trump. The Wish version. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Damn, I've dropped 200. That's how much Trump supporters were in here. I've dropped 200 viewers in like the last several minutes. So that's how many Trump supporters were in here that wouldn't come up. That left.
It's so interesting to me. It's like, why come into the live when you're being asked to come up and not participate?
I know. I wouldn't just go sit in a right-wing live and just sit there and listen.
Oh God, no. I would
Ever.
Look.
They're scared of me. They probably just get tired of getting dog walked every day and on everybody's lives.
Hey, Val, were you in Zeus's room today when that crazy lady Mindy was in there?
I was.
No, I don't know if I was when Mindy
I
was.
was.
When you were talking, but I wasn't there. I wasn't there when, because you came up pretty quick. Then I had a meeting the last hour of the show.
Oh, yeah. I dog walked DJ today. Tenfold, boy. That felt so good. Woo!
I was in here. I was in there with Mindy. She was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, man.
Oh, she lit DJ up.
DJ was in here earlier. I bet he left when I brought Jim up.
There's no part of that.
He despised me. He's probably the one who violated me because he always does that. He's such a coward.
I'm sure.
Every time DJ's in a room, it happens. But that Mindy chick, Diva, as soon as she did that cackle, all I could think about is when we used to like do high fives every time we heard the crazy cackle.
Yep.
Because that's when you know MAGA is losing it. They do that evil cackle.
Uh-huh.
But man, when I called her out
Mm-hmm.
on her so-called fear, she bounced.
She was so you hit a nerve. You were exactly right on because she obviously had been essayed by somebody in her past because she was just. As soon as you said you're only like this because you were essayed yourself, and she was like the pearl clutching, and then she left. You hit it so far on.
And I said peepaw, and as soon as I said peepaw, she was like, you could see her short circuit.
Like
And the truth of the matter is the fact that when I mentioned the two little girls' names, you want to talk, she was talking compassion. She had no compassion that two little baby girls in her state were unalived by white males and assaulted.
Right.
She had no compassion for those two little girls.
Only for the immigrant parent or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because we have to boogeyman other people. Oh, I know she didn't deny it.
She sure did not.
I know. She ran.
That's why she ran so fast, because you were right and you called it out. She was so brainwashed. Yeah. Like everything you said, she's like, that's not true. He's not that didn't happen. We're like, what planet do you live on? Like, I don't understand how they just don't live in reality. It's concerning. So many people believe the utter opposite I know it's probably because of Fox News. And she said, I look at all the news. No, you don't. We already know they don't. If they looked at all the news stations, they would not believe what they believe. They couldn't.
Well, that's like with Tony, right? When Tony was in here, he got upset when I asked what news station he watched. Because they know that they're force-fed just bullshit. All day long. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And they don't want to admit to themselves that they do not have the ability to critically think anymore. They only listen to one person, one source, and it's spoon-fed to them.
Yep.
See, I don't know about you guys, but even if I'm watching, like, say I'm on CNN or something, and I'm like, I've heard this too many times, I'll change the channel and go to, like, my local news, right, and see their perspective on it. Or I'll change it to, what's the channel we all watch when we're watching Congress vote? C-SPAN.
C-SPAN.
So I'll change it to C-SPAN so I can get something more technical in the response to it. And when I can put those little lines together, but I know it's not all the same type of talking, and then they can give me information to go research it further, that's how I know that I'm doing a full circle moment. Or even News Nation, which I used to love Chris Cuomo. I'm not a fan of Chris Cuomo anymore. I think that when he got caught messing up and he got mad that his brother got fired and he decided to take it on everybody other than himself and the Trump administration, who literally pigeonholed his brother.
Right.
I think when you lose sight of your journalistic integrity like that, and you think that you somehow should have got away with it because it's your brother, the answer is no. Dude, you should have taken a leave of absence. You should have acted as a lawyer if that's what you wanted to do on behalf of your brother and not stayed on the job. And I lost so much respect for him at that point. But now that he's on News Nation, he literally tries to play both sides to the middle. And I think when he lost Don Lemon's friendship, that's when he really cracked. Because Don Lemon loved him. And they were so dang close. Like, Don Lemon would go every single day that he had C-19, Don Lemon would go and drop off food for him and his family and check in on him. Nobody else was doing that for Chris Cuomo. So Chris Cuomo got mad when people held him accountable.
Yeah.
2000 and so on.
I muted you, Val, because I don't know if you want everybody to hear your personal business. So.
I don't know. I just wanted to hear that sexy, raspy Kim voice.
Well, I'm just trying to do it out of respect. I didn't know what she's going to say. So, I don't know if he wants everybody to hear it.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't see any Trump voters in here.
Why aren't you a Lemon fan, Miss B? Just curious.
I like Don Lemon. Right?
Why?
Do you watch his TikToks? Do you ever watch his lives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried to get in to talk to him personally, but I never get up on the panel.
I've never seen him have a panel. Maybe I don't watch long enough, but
he opens it up once in a while. But I mean, I never get chosen. I never got chosen for that lawyer either. I just wanted to cuss him out.
Oh, Michael Cohen?
Yeah, I can't stand him. But I mean, I wanted to get on his panel one day. Because here's the thing. Although I agree that he's now telling the truth, I have a real problem with all of these sycophants that literally followed him all the way to the end until they got caught up in it, right? Even the chick that's on The View, the pretty one, Farrah something or other.
Alyssa Farrah, yeah.
Oh yeah, she makes me sick to my stomach because she rode that wave all the way to the end and then she quit. Same with the blonde that's on all the news channels now too. She rode that wave all the way to the end. You knew he was doing wrong in his first administration, and you still stayed. And to me, when you do something like that, and then you jump ship right at the end to claim that, you somehow were better, no, you weren't.
No.
You weren't. You rode it for as long as it was paying you to ride the wave, and then when you thought you were going to get in trouble, you jump ship. And that makes you complicit. Oh, Megan McCain's father's rolling over in his grave. He's so disappointed in his daughter. And I'm pretty sure her brothers are too.
Yeah, I'm just going to start bringing up friendlies a few minutes early because no Trump supporters are in here. So, who's chomping ice? Me. I'm the ice chewer. Sorry. I usually try to do it when somebody's talking, but nobody was talking, so you could really hear it loud. Sorry.
I'm the orange choker.
I'm watching you on YouTube on my TV. It's hard to hear the guests, though. I know. My new setup will be better. So I'll have the microphone will be attached to the computer, so you guys will hear on YouTube and Twitch as well as just like they hear on TikTok. So it'll all be better.
Oh, and I want to remind anybody, if you're following my backup account, Jubilant Jewel, please get rid of it, stop following it, and report it. Again, if you're following my backup account, Jubilant Jewel, with the little cartoon colorful character, please go to that page when you get off here, report it, and then block it. It's not me. It's a fraudulent person who hacked my account.
Can you bring me my pods that are on my bed? Okay. Hi, Buffy.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing?
Hey. I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Hanging in there.
Diva, you know, I've been popping my head in more. It's the end of the semester next week.
Yes.
Next week's my last week, but I will be in here.
All right.
Fighting the comments. I'm in here. Jim, you slayed this morning. Oh my gosh, get it, girl. Yeah. Val, I've seen you. I know Mishi went live a couple times. I was down there. You saw the videos I sent you. I found some economic videos. I sent to Val. He thought it was funny enough to actually respond to me. So I thought it was I was coming up here because I had something happen today. And I think Jem is going to understand where I'm going with this. But I'm going to say it as if I said it. So I'm going to say to all the white tea people that I've tried really, really hard to listen to you. And every time I try, I get shut down. And I try to come into lives and I try to say, as a black person, here's why I love white tea people. As a black person, I really want to help white tea people. As a black person, see, these white tea people need help and I want to be here. But when I try, it just, I get muted, dropped, and blocked. So I think I'm done. I'm done helping white tea people, and I'm just going to give up and only care about black people. Now, if I came up here and said that to you, what would you say to me?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean,
No, but honestly, like, from the other side, this is what somebody did to me, a mutual of mine. Okay? I encouraged them to go into Black Lives and listen. Now, the listening part was missed, so they felt as though that they could get into a box.
oh.
And that particular creator was not having it, right? You know how we're in these lives, and I think particularly we can all relate it to kind of like Nishi's life, where the white D people get to explain their brother's cousin's mom knows something, and then their second cousin by marriage is in the army, so they can talk. You know what I'm saying? You know how we allow that to happen? I don't know if you know this, but in Black Lives, we don't do that. So when I encourage this person to come listen to Black Lives, I meant like from the comments.
Right. That's what I do.
Several messages telling me I'm done. I try to listen to black people. They don't listen to me, so I'm just going to step out. But if I were to say that to a white person, you wouldn't allow that, I feel like. You would be like, well, then if we just shut out all the white people, then where are we going to go, right? Because they're the ones voting. So we have to try. Otherwise, why would you be up here? If we were all just going to be like, you know what, who cares? Right? You wouldn't even be up here right now.
Right. But so when I go because I go and listen to Black Lives but I know that I keep my special white ass in the comments because I am going to learn and listen, but I don't ever request up on all black panels. I just don't do that.
I guess what I'm saying is, like, you know how the culture is different, right?
Oh, for sure.
Because, right, if Black Lives, you start saying some nonsense, they just mute you, shut it down, and be like, you either go get off of that or move on, right? But when I go into the lives that you and I are familiar with, right, everybody gets to speak, as long as it's not terribly egregious. So I was used to that. I think I had, like, Stockholm syndrome, because in the live with the Black host, she was like, now why did you let that happen? Because she was asked, this individual was saying they knew me. And I was like, well, I follow them, so I think they're okay, but I don't know who this is, like, off the top of my head. And then they got up and do what individuals do in the lives we're used to, where my cousin, my brother, I know, but I've never worked, and I don't know anything. But
One second.
because I know somebody who knows.
Candy, come up and talk. But right now you're muted in the comment sections. You just keep spewing nonsense. Go ahead, Buffy.
Oh no, I'm done. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy, because I really encourage my friends to just spend time with my other friends' faces.
Right.
But I can't vouch for y'all. I cannot vouch for y'all anymore because I embarrassed myself in front of this live. and I apologized to her. She's like, okay. I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. I let that. But anyway, that was my story. I'm sorry.
Okay. You doing okay otherwise? Are you ready for the semester to be over?
Dear Lord Jesus, yes. So I'm going to my mom and dad this weekend because Monday's my birthday, and so me and my mom are celebrating together because hers is a few days after mine. So today we head off because it's Good Friday, and I work at a Christian private university. Yeah, it's as bad as you think it is. But you know what I did say in another live? I have job security because all of my board members are Christian nationalists, right? So they're going to do whatever Trump says. So I have a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey.
Everybody's trying to get me to go to a liberal school, and I was like, see, the Lord was looking out. He told me to keep my black behind right where I was, and at least for now, the funding is protected. So.
There you go.
The funding might be protected, but the racism won't be.
The DEI might not be.
But I never have been. So. Oh, actually, a coworker went to my boss this week and told them that I walked into their classroom, embarrassed them in front of all of their students by calling them a name and saying, "What are you doing in here?" And then they left, which is a complete fabrication, because I have proof that didn't happen because I was somewhere else. I was somewhere else when it was happening, right? With witnesses.
Wow.
Yeah, that was heavy with me, but you know.
Well, I'm sorry, honey.
I'll live. I love bringing down the room. I love you guys.
Love you.
Back on the summer train, but get the next one up here. Thank you, Diva. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Val.
I got you. Thank you so much. Bye. Happy early birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Absolutely. Come back on Monday and we'll sing happy birthday to you. Like for real, for real. Justy, how are you?
I am awesome. How are you?
I am okay.
That's good. I just want to say happy Good Friday.
Thank you.
And also, I am so glad Jim is here. Hi, Miss Jim. I love you. You are amazing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I actually caught you over the last couple of days on Zeus's lives. And thank you. I've got to tell you, you took these people to there, and I'm so grateful that you did.
Mm-hmm.
You took them to school, you took them to church, and then you took them behind the shed. So I just want to tell you thank you.
Yeah,
Accurate description.
I love that. I absolutely love them. I just, I'm at a point in my life where I have no more F's to give, so that's where I'm at, and I'm just going to call it out where I see it.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful. And Mr. Val, I love you too. You're amazing too. You always get DJ, so I appreciate that because he is awful. And I really appreciate you today especially because he needed that one because I'm like screaming at my phone. So thank you for you too.
Thank you.
And Miss Diava, as always, you're also amazing, Miss Diava.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. So that's all I have to say. okay, let's see other people come up. But thank you, Miss Jim. Thank you, Mr. Val, and Miss Diava. You guys were awesome.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
and I ain't
much.
gonna lie, it was kind of fun taking DJ to task today. I usually avoid him like the plague, so today was.
Oh, well, he needed it. He needed it. He totally needed it.
Oh, DJ is so loathsome. He's so annoying. Like there's something about him and his voice that just gets under my skin.
Yeah, he is condescending, and you nailed it, Jem, when you said that he tries to come up there with the politeness and I'm a nice guy. I could see you. We're on the same page, Jem. We know what we're talking about when it comes to him, because I deal with people like that all the time, and they want to pretend like, oh, I'm not this, but they are, totally are. I mean, he excuses behaviors and things that he would never consider on any other person. But for some reason, Donald Trump can do no wrong. This person can do no wrong. So, okay.
Yeah, he just totally reminds me of Ted Bundy.
Zeus goes live. Life on Purpose, a.m. my time, Eastern. It's 6:30 on the West Coast when he goes live.
Right.
He goes live for me from 9:30 to like noon in East Coast. So that's what time he's on.
Yeah.
Plus, I think YouTube channel too.
Yeah, and I actually been watching the one that she took. I think her name was Kimberly or somebody. Jem. That's cool thing. I'm like, yep.
I ain't gonna lie, somebody sent me the link because I didn't know Zeus posted them on YouTube, and I went and listened to my W speech to Kelton. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty good.
I forgot about that one. The Kelton one, I was in stitches with that one. Like, I'm like, okay, Jim, you can come to the cookout.
We've been formally invited many times to the cookout.
She heard me yesterday. She goes, I didn't even know you could come up with that many W words.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank y'all. You guys take care.
Thank you. You too.
Resurrection Easter weekend.
You too, love. Stay safe.
Thank you so much. Take care.
No problem.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, I was gonna follow her and I missed it.
Mitria, hello, love.
Hello. Oh, TikTok's not even playing no more. It just brought me up with no warning.
Oh.
I'm over here staring into space.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, that's what happens when you're in menopause.
You're the one that said you were sweating. I just wanted you to know it's not the virtual fire.
I was sweating from the virtual fire. Thank you. Roasting marshmallows with Diava and Val.
Why you
Okay.
talk?
Listen, it's your world. I'm just living in it. But no, I wanted to come up here actually because recently you guys all helped me out. And I just wanted to let everybody, again, just know that I really appreciated it. And at the end of the day, I went through and I counted, and you guys got me a little over $300.
Oh, awesome for your food assistance, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, and that was enough to get me a good order. And then I was even able to save some more that's currently in my savings account.
Awesome.
Just in case anything happens next month, I can also get myself another pretty good order for groceries. And so
Nice.
honestly, I wanted to come up and say, no, they didn't fix it, Brandy. They actually just lowered my amount. That's all they did. But thank you guys once again. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. And that's what this community is for. We're not here to take advantage. We're here to help out when people need it.
Absolutely.
So I really appreciate it.
Mitria, I just want to say this in all sincerity. The money I sent you, that was just a loan because I'm going to have to get it back to pay the tariffs. So you are going to have the... God, I couldn't
The prices on Trump eggs and Trump coffee, they were so high. I think I don't even know what I paid. I feel like Trump grocery stores are just stealing out of people's pockets. It's insane. But they were all out of, Val, I need your help. It's something, it's like sheets of tin. I forget what it's called. Val, can you help?
Oil?
I wanted Val to say
You want
it.
Val?
Oh. Sorry.
It's okay. Are you really wanting to go down the same as
Gen X leftist?
our other friend down there? Gen X leftist. I won't go down. You know what? I'm probably going down the same rabbit hole for a different reason. Actually, I adore that accent.
It's so cute.
I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping you would say boil.
Yeah, like they have in Louisiana, those seafood. God, what are they called again?
Bowls.
That's right. No, I love it. It would be a crawfish boil. How's that?
Bowl. There's the bowl.
That's a good one. No, I just wanted to say, you guys don't know how much it just settled me. All of that. I felt good. I could sleep well. I didn't have to worry about where my next meal would be coming from.
Awesome.
Someone's stealing a car outside the hotel because there's an alarm going off. I don't really know why. None of these cars are worth it. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for everybody again. And Jen, it's great to see you around some more. I love it. Val, I really do love you. You should know that. Also, I'm sorry, but Carrie just sent me $20 in Venmo. I just want to say thank you so much. Or is it 10? Oh no, 20 and then 10 from Maria. Oh wow, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I really do.
Thank you, Lori, for
it.
subscribing.
But I just wanted to come up here and give you guys my thanks and everything. And well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I'll jump down now. Thank you, Diva.
You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Where did Jim go?
I don't know. I was being nice to her, so she probably left. You know, when you're too nice to Jem, she has to run. She's like,
oh no, people are being too nice.
I love that.
She's great.
No, I don't know what happened to her though.
I don't either.
Hopefully she wasn't violated again.
I don't know what for what.
Well, you know, Jem gets a violation just for being on TikTok.
That's true. That feels true. To me anyway. Every time I get on live we have a runner. Okay, that was funny.
That's funny. Oh, Lisa, thank you for asking. It is in the link tree in my bio, but it's just at Mitria A or Mitria Angelo. If you would like to, you don't have to. Don't feel obligated. But I really do appreciate everything. Hopefully Jim comes back.
Hopefully Jim comes back.
You can drop me down for your algorithm.
Thank you, love.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know what happened to Jim. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Jim? She is so sweet. Hi, Boxer Mom.
How's it going?
It's going.
Sorry to close the door. Excuse me. Quick thing, real fast, and then I'll read my phone for you.
Sure.
There is a possibility that TikTok might go dark on Sunday.
Oh.
On the back burner, like they're just over it. They're over it. There's not going to be a deal in the tariffs. So. Only reason I'm telling you, or anybody, obviously, is I don't know how it works on TikTok, how people get paid, but I just wanted to make sure you knew that. So if you have something in your account,
we can't take it out.
Oh, you can't.
Nope.
I didn't know how it worked.
Nope. We get paid out on the gifts that we get. And like any of the gifts that you guys send, we get paid out. Like it ends on Sunday, and then whatever we got for that week prior, we get paid out on Wednesday. It's direct deposited, so we can't take it out.
Huh. I guess because they were saying, how it was supposed to go till June, right?
Yeah.
Again,
Well, where did you hear that? Where did you hear that? I mean, I would think it would be a much bigger story. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just haven't heard it anywhere.
And it's not 100%, right? The person I heard it from is Attorney Di, and she said, this might not be right. She has two sources, but they have not given her permission, and they're very reliable. There's an 80% chance.
8?
But 80, 85, she said. That's probably, so she was just telling us that there is that possibility, but that TikTok is doing an extremely good job of not telling anyone here. But it is circulating on Red Now, but I don't go on Red Now.
Okay.
So I'm only telling you because I don't want you to get screwed.
Well, we're gonna get screwed either way then, because we have we can't withdraw our money.
Yeah, actually, when it went down last time, they still sent any coins that I had after it went down.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I would think they would have to,
I didn't get paid out.
Awesome.
I didn't get paid
I'm
out.
sorry.
I didn't get paid out when it went down. It took like an extra week. Took an extra week or whatever.
Yeah, and Attorney Di's not one to ever.
No, she's pretty reliable.
Yeah, and so she's been telling us this for a while, that she just had this bit, like she knows something. She's got some sources, I guess, ears to the ground, but she says hopefully it's not, and we'll be fine. But if not, she'll be on YouTube on Sunday.
I was gonna say I have my YouTube and my Twitch. I have a number people can call in and stuff like that. We have to just change the format a little bit, but I'll be somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's awful if they just do that and not tell anyone.
Yeah, especially those of us who like make our living on TikTok.
Yes, that's what my concern. Yeah, and it's because one's supposed to get extended, right? Remember that was kind of weird of how that got done.
Yeah.
And so I guess supposedly they've been behind the scenes ready to shut it down, and then that as soon as the tariff stuff started, that went any deal making went out the door.
I did hear that part.
Yeah.
They were like, well, fuck you then. I don't blame them.
I'm over it too, so I don't blame them.
Me either.
But I am a little bit over the way they're doing things. It's just different. It's stupid that telling you can't TAP on a screen. I mean, what?
Yeah, it's crazy, and the left creators are getting. As you see, I get violations like every single day, even if I don't do anything. So.
A lot of people are talking about that Skylight Social.
But they don't have a live feature, so it's for me it's useless.
They are working on it, but I guess it's kind of. So I've not been on there. They said it's similar to TikTok.
It is, but there's just no live, so for me that doesn't work. But
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that might be where we land later.
Yeah, they may.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is we've had a long week, so here we go. This is called Hillbilly Logic, the final transmission from the edge of coherence. And I think we deserve this today, y'all.
All right, let's go. I'm ready.
All right. Yeah. Now listen here, son. I don't need no book learning to tell me what's true. I get my facts straight from a man named Darrell who lives in a converted Porta-John and once swore Raccoon told him Biden's a hologram. I ain't no sheep. I'm a free-range idiot with strong opinions and supporting documents. I believe in freedom, which is why I scream my rights at the middle school crossing guard who asked me not to vape over the kids. I value hard work, which is why I haven't had a job since Bush, the first one, but I've commented get a job on every video of someone under 30 since the invention of the internet. I don't trust science because I once microwaved a fork and the house didn't blow up, so now I believe nothing, not the news, not the government, not gravity. I voted for the guy who thinks windmills cause herpes. Toilet flush too hard. Sorry. And Puerto Rico is a different planet because he speaks his mind. Even when that mine is 84% cheeseburger Radio by a guy named Hawk Knuckle. By a guy named Hawk Knuckle who got kicked out of Lowe's for yelling Epstein didn't H-A-N-G himself into the lumber aisle. I protect children, you know, by banning books, burning libraries, and then handing a 6-year-old a shotgun while yelling, Second Amendment, baby! As they burn to the sky to celebrate freedom from literacy.
Freedom from literacy.
I did post TikToks of my 6-year-old nephew holding an AR-15 in a diaper with the caption, Little Patriot getting ready for Civil War. I'm sorry. Did you want to know what I really think?
Oh my God. I'll be right back. I have to pee. You can keep going, but I gotta go. I'll be right back.
I can go back over it real fast.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Birds are government spies. Democrats are lizards in skin suits. And if I pray hard enough, dang it, my stupid iPad, dang it. It was like God and bitch and moved my screen. Hold on a second. I think God was slapping me down with that little silver word there. Okay. I think birds are government spies. Democrats are lizards in skin suits. And if I pray hard enough while shooting at the moon with a homemade bazooka, Jesus will personally descend and give me 10% off at Cracker Barrel and a Bass Pro loyalty card. Now, listen, I don't need therapy. I need a paranormal intervention, a history teacher, and body armor, a soul lobotomy performed by Dolly Parton and Ghost Abe Lincoln. Now, I am Hillbilly Logic. I am the reason you wear noise-canceling headphones at Thanksgiving. You're welcome. I am what happens when a Monster Energy drink mates with the QAnon message board in the back of a lifted Dodge Ram named Patriot Thunder. Now, I'm past help. I'm beyond parody. I'm walking, screaming, bacon grease-coated monument to fall of critical thought. And I will not go quietly. I'll go hoot and a holler, bootleg fireworks in both hands, flaming the library, while my lawnmower won't start. Yeah, fucking off! Sorry, that's it.
I only got to hear part of it, but it was funny.
Oh my God, Jim. I woke my husband up last night, cracking to my own self. And he's like, are you okay? And then I told him part of it. He was like, that is good. But I was going to, I'll tell, did you hear this? Hold on, Jim. I don't know if did you hear the part? I'll bet you truth. Mainly the kind screamed through CB radio by a guy named Hawk Knuckle, who got kicked out of Lowe's for yelling Epstein didn't H-A-N-G himself into the lumber aisle. Okay, Diava. I'll go back real fast. Okay?
No. I heard that part.
Okay, no, I know. The birds. That's where we're at.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I think birds are government spies and Democrats are lizards in skin suits. And if I pray hard enough while shooting at the moon with a homemade bazooka, Jesus will personally descend and give me 10% off at Cracker Barrel. I don't need therapy. I need a paranormal intervention, a history teacher, body armor, and soul lobotomy performed by Dolly Parton and Ghost Abe Lincoln. Now, I'm in Hillbilly Logic. I am the reason you wear noise-canceling headphones at Thanksgiving. You're welcome. I am what happens when a Monster Energy drink mates with the QAnon message board in the back of a lifted Dodge Ram named Patriot Thunder. I am past help. I am beyond parody. I'm a walking, screaming, bacon grease-coated monument to the fall of critical thought. And I will not go quietly. I will go hooting and a holler, bootleg fireworks, both hands, flaming the librarian, for why my lawnmower won't start. Yeah, fucking off! That's it.
I'm gonna blame the librarian for why my lawnmower won't start.
Yeah, fucking off!
Oh my God, I'm dead. Absolutely gone. Oh my God.
I didn't think you did that this week.
That was so funny. The hog knuckle took me out.
Oh my God. That's when she had to go to the bathroom, Jim.
Oh my word. I literally was about to pee my pants. I'm like running through the house. Oh.
Well, we needed that for Friday, and
I will.
I think one that says when hog toe meets camel toe.
Hog knuckle meets camel toe.
Oh, hog toe meets camel toe.
I want to hear Fang read that. Those little country bumpkin voice.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Oh my god.
That'd be good.
Oh,
Well, anyway, I'm glad I could make y'all laugh today.
that was so much. It was so much needed.
Our bladders, thank you too.
I need a Home Depot bucket, right? A little porta potty here. Like, y'all, hold on a second. I just gotta pee real quick. Y'all don't look.
Hey, Diab, is it better for you to kick me?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Whew. She's got a gift for words. I ain't gonna lie. No better time to bring up Zahir, our other resident comedian that usually comes up and makes us laugh. Zahir, hello, love.
Hey, how's it going?
Are you Zahir?
Are you Zahir?
Yes,
Cha.
I am Zaire.
What's up?
But you're not over there. You're Zahir.
You're Zahir. Not Zahir, but Zahir.
Yep. Okay. I don't. Man, these MAGAs in the comments are just so fucking delusional.
Yeah.
Like, you have on the right a person who is an American citizen who is not guilty of anything, and on the right, on the left, you got the Cheeto dust encrusted fuck nugget who has done so many crimes, at least 34, and yet these MAGAs are still suckling on the baby carrot and gobbling the two kumquats.
You will ever look at a baby carrot the same.
Or kumquats.
Come here, my little maggots. and they're just like blur blur blur.
You know that's a cooked carrot because it's never hard.
They're like, the baby carrot fell off. Oh no! Somebody, help me! Get up! Pick it up! Sew it back on.
Don't insult the carrots and kumquats.
Oh my god! Nah, I never thought I would make my very first TikTok video, but last night on your live, what RFK said really pissed me off. Yeah, so I went. It was like 2:00 in the morning, and I made my TikTok video of how pissed off I was with what he said. Yeah, and I said that it was Donald Trump who said that, but I made a second video clearing up my mistake. Yeah, I made a mistake, and I took accountability for it, unlike MAGAs.
I was gonna say, oh, shocker.
Yeah, unlike MAGAs who would rather run away and hide and be pussy ass MAGAs.
Bum, 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 bum. But
like, yeah, let's destroy the Constitution. Let's destroy the Constitution. Let's destroy this country.
you're so good with voices.
Demetria said that carrots are filing a defamation lawsuit right now.
Oh my god.
I would love for me and all these autistic people to come over to RFK and whoop his ass for saying that.
Right?
He's just mad that you guys pay more taxes than Trump.
Wasn't it just so gross though? That was really just so gross. I found it so offensive.
Everything he said today was like disgusting. Diana, I just don't understand how Republicans who voted for these people to be in office are not up in arms right now, blowing up the phone lines with you're disgusting, you should lose your job, and demanding that he be removed. He has no medical license. He has no basis of reality. And I don't know if you guys heard.
Was he an attorney?
Barely.
Yeah.
Failed and had to literally work pro bono for a year to get a year taken off of his sentencing because he's a convicted felon. And the only reason he's where he's at today is because of his last name. Everybody knows
Well,
it.
that's true. Yeah.
But when he tried to make a cross comparison to cigarette smoking today, I don't know if you guys heard that.
Yeah.
Trying to talk about how if 5 people had lung cancer, that the one that had lung cancer was because of the genetic component. No, dummy, that's the toxic. That's the toxin. Autism is not that. And he literally, it was gross.
He said it was a disease.
Yes.
That's the problem. He says autism is a disease. It's a neurological disorder. It's not a disease that can be cured or reparented or whatever you want to call it. Because I'll be goddamn, they ain't gonna touch not a goddamn hair on my son's head. Nor take him and put him in a re-education camp to reparent him. This is not a parenting issue.
Look at Temple Grandin. How many of you have watched the story of Temple Grandin?
I don't know who that is.
Oh my gosh, you need to literally watch that tonight. Temple Grandin, watch it from start to finish, and if you are not sobbing by the end with pure joy, I don't know what it's called. Temple Grandin. It's a real story, true story.
Huh. No, I haven't heard of it at all. But anyway, thank you, Sahir, for coming out, love.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh, I thought it was. I'm looking at like, is it frozen? Am I frozen? Lolo, how are you?
I'm fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me turn up my. Sorry, I got the Bluetooth on. I'm out with the Chiquitas. I just wanted to ask. I'm gonna go to Sacramento tomorrow. Any sign ideas for me? I'm like all of a sudden I can't think if I was going to maybe do something. Yes, since it is No King's Day, that would be good, huh? I was thinking something along those lines.
Yep, down with the patriarchy. With an
All right.
upside down crown that's broken.
I'll add some real good extra added creations, artistic creations to it. But yeah, I don't know why. I was like, when you try and think of something, you can't think of anything, and it's gonna wait. So, thanks, Jem.
You're welcome.
That'll work.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have fun tomorrow. Love you back. Have fun tomorrow.
A second sign could be, don't clean up the swamp. Let them sink in the swamp. They are the scum after all.
They are the swamp. Deb, hi. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Take the next right onto West Clay Street, then turn left onto Staunton Road.
God, that was loud.
She's bossy.
Yeah, she is bossy. I like to listen to you, especially after I get out of therapy. Just it helps me. I'm just because
Turn left onto Staunton Road.
I told my therapist when I first got in there, she asked me how I was, and I said I got a lot of anxiety, and she said, what for? And I said, the way the government is right now.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto East Montgomery Street.
But she told me, she said, you have no control over that. Absolutely no control. And it helped, so we went back to the therapy of what I'm in there for. But I just wanted to share with you.
Yeah.
That, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I appreciate Jem and Val and everybody that is on your panel, because they really do.
Take the second right onto East Montgomery Street.
So,
I'm just, kind of floored with all the stuff that's happening. But I do like the things that are people that are standing up and fighting back. The university.
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Tomorrow another hands off. So, I mean, all of that's helping.
Yep.
Prepared for, not for me, but for people I know, that have kids with disabilities and.
You're breaking up really bad. I said there's a lot of background noise. It's like crackling and stuff. I don't know if you can hear it, but
Well, I'm sorry. I won't keep you. I just wanted to share that I appreciate you.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It was just like, it's kind of just crackling and stuff, but I'm so glad that we can be here for you. It makes me feel like this is my form of protesting and doing this every day. This is my fighting for this country. This is my fighting back. So, and it does help take the anxiety, and that, we're not just sitting by, just letting things happen. We're at least trying.
Yes, and I worry about you, and I worry about you guys. So.
Well, Deb, I'm gonna say something that's gonna disagree with your therapist, but I'm gonna give you a different perspective from a former therapist. You do have control, and I want to empower you to take control where it's available to you. You have a voice, you have a vote, you have a computer, you have a phone. Make your voice heard.
Yeah.
You do have control over what happens in your part of the world by getting involved.
Yeah.
And this idea that people say, because one of my pet peeves, especially in the therapy world,
I'll be right back.
is, well, that over there isn't something we have control over, right? So they're like, you can't worry about it. Well, think about it this way, Deb. If every one of us didn't vote, didn't take action, didn't do our part, then none of this would be helped, right? So you do have an ability to control your vote, your voice, and you demand to be heard. And you can do that in so many ways. Protesting, sending an email, calling your Congress, and demanding that justice be served for those who are not receiving due process. And that gives you power back.
And I
take your power back where you can have it back.
Yeah, and then I told her that
Yeah.
I'm going to get back into activism like I had before. I'm going to get back into it. I have called the senator and all that. I'm Senator Durbin.
Yeah.
I've had several emails. He pissed me off.
Good.
So, I'm doing that. It's not taking over me. But it sits there. It won't control me. What I've been through in the past.
Right.
Therapy. It's like those guys they're at the back of the line for the trauma I've been through. So fuck that. I can handle it. I've just had anxiety this week. And it's not going to control me. I've just had it. So I just want to say, therapy helps me. I love her to death, and you guys help me. So I just wanted to call and share that.
That's perfect. But I just wanted to remind people, because what we tend to do is a therapist's job is to guide the ride, right? It's to help you process information, emotion, and find your way. That's what our job is to do, right? So here's the thing that just drives me insane, because this is the mindset of, well, you know what? If we just stop counting the votes, then we'll just have the vote where it's at. What would you say if I told you that?
That's dumb.
Right? Because that doesn't make sense. Same as the person who says, I just don't watch the news because it's too stressful, so I don't watch it at all. I just go about my day. Well, guess what? The world's still happening. The crimes are still being committed. The voting is still taking place. You can choose to either be a part of the world or remove yourself from it. But guess what's going to happen, Deb? You're still going to be impacted by the world.
Right.
So I would much rather hear the news, be invested in it, step aside when I need to take a break, but be re-involved in it when I know my voice, my vote is going to matter for not only me, but for the next generation that's coming down the pike. I want to make sure that my sons and their wives and their children have way more access to positivity and growth and clean water and clean air, and that the women in their lives have a right to bodily autonomy, and their daughters have a right to become presidents of the United States just as much as their sons. And we are going to fight for democracy so that each time somebody says to us as women, our voice and our vote don't matter, we stand up with pride and we say, my voice does matter, my strength matters, my tears matter, my body matters, and you will hear me today. You will.
I do speak out. I won't argue with somebody that is full mega and wants, they'll bait you into an argument, but I will talk to them. I had somebody on Sunday at a birthday party, a bunch of women that I know in a hobby that I do, and they had a birthday party for one of the, a lot of work for that. We were all having a good time. And near the end, that one of the girls that was sitting at my table, and I had two of my friends I rode with there, she just brought up MAGA and stuff right there. And she had done that to me 3 times before. So I was used to her. And I stayed quiet, because I knew what she was doing. And she just kept it up. And the other two women, they're Democrats and they're very involved, like I am, And one of them finally spoke up and said something, and then I spoke, and I said what I had to say, of what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And what was crazy, and the other lady too, she stepped in, but she had never experienced her like that before, and she just all of a sudden, real loud, said, "Well, I'm going to end this right now before friendships end." And I looked, and all three of us were like, "We don't do that. We can talk simple about this stuff. I don't know where you're coming from with that, but it was like crazy." We had a full mega person that we know really well, just went off like she had dementia, like my mother would go off. So it was interesting. It floored us all. And I told them the next day, I said, she's done that to me before. She wants to bait you. And it's just not worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I have many ostriches in my life, and when they try to tell me they're sticking their head in the sand, you know what my response is? Make sure you inhale.
Yeah, it was. I just wanted to share that. It was crazy.
Thank you.
And completely inappropriate too.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm not gonna. You can drop me.
Thank you.
Love ya.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I love how.
And we love you back. Thank you so much. Hi, Hill.
Hello, my friends.
How are
How
you?
are you doing?
Good.
I'm okay. Considering.
I mean, yeah, we're all like, yeah, apocalyptic times, but yeah, we're good as we can be.
Yeah, I'm doing what I do. I'm doing therapy too. That's
Yeah.
a regular thing for me. I wanted to come up because I'm not always able to come up, but I have a couple of minutes, and yesterday after RFK Jr.'s little speech about
Yeah.
people with autism, that shit shook me up, and I haven't really vented about it yet. I have a daughter, my youngest daughter. She's 15, and she's on the spectrum. And she also has some other learning differences. No, Mitria, my stalker's gone. I don't know where he went. She's got other learning differences.
That's funny because my stalker's right above me.
Hey, listen, lady. Okay, so now I'm not that good of a stalker because they've been talking about Zeus's thing and I've missed it both fucking days in a row. So I'm not doing a very good job.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do better.
But I heard Val and he stalks for you.
Listen, I stalked Val too.
I knew I wasn't. Something just told me I wasn't going to be immune to this.
You know what? And Diva, if you joined more panels on other friendlies and mutuals, I'd stalk your ass too. Sorry. Not sorry.
But anyway,
That's okay. I'm a little busy. I'm a little busy during the day with the kids, and
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So I have.
I'm listening. I'm usually listening though, because like I go to all the different lives while I'm listening, while I'm doing stuff, and I'm doing the stuff I got to do. But
Yeah, so
I don't.
You're there.
I don't go up on panels just typically because I'm dealing with the kids and stuff because I homeschool them and all that stuff during the day. So
That wasn't a wooden spoon. She broke out a 10-foot wide metal spoon.
Well, at least now I know they're on YouTube. I'm gonna have to go and listen because I get fired up when I hear Jim get fired up. So I am still, though, I must say that I have been in stitches a couple of times today thinking about gargoyles and guacamole because that shit was funny. True story. Yeah, I know you said that. That shit was fucking.
I fell over sideways when she said
that was almost as good as the Louisiana Purchase. Like that shit was good.
that was good. Exactly.
Oh, I still think one of the funniest things I've ever said was to the Australian guy.
That was the eucalyptus something. I can't even remember exactly what you said, but it was.
That was funny.
I said you need to get off TikTok, climb in.
Eucalyptus tree.
That is funny. One of my other favorites was Diava. You went off on somebody one day. You said we could have had a smart, educated, well-spoken, respectful, beautiful black woman, and instead we have some jackass that shits his pants. Shits himself. She said. And I just busted up. People in the store were just looking at me. You guys make me laugh. I laugh all the time when I'm here just listening.
One of my favorite ones was when I was like, I don't care about fucking crypto. Like I just went primal scream. I don't know why crypto bros literally make my blood boil.
Right?
The crypto bros are so
like walking, talking infomercials. That's really what it is. I mean, all of them like walking, talking infomercials. I'm like, what the hell up?
And what they don't
I didn't
know.
like the My Pillow guy when he was the My Pillow guy before Trump.
Exactly.
Well, and what these idiots don't know is that their savior thinks that crypto coin is an actual coin. You say that shit all the time, and it makes me laugh. And I think they really think that it's coins that you can put in the fucking vending machine.
The president of the United States thought it was a coin.
Yeah, that's dumb as shit. But I did want to just vent a little bit about my daughter because yesterday when I heard that interview, I didn't hear it the night before, but I saw it. And the part that he said that really set me off was that autistic kids rip apart families.
Yep, they destroy families. Yep.
They destroy families. There you go. And so when I was thinking about that, as he was saying all of the other things, I was thinking about my daughter, and she's, so she's 15, but she has the cognitive ability of probably a 6, 7, or 8-year-old at any given moment. And emotionally, she's developmental. Check.
Nice.
They don't take taxes out of it because she's still, exempt or whatever. But
I had a thought after that speech when he gave that when he did that the other day, and it was a little different than most people keep coming up with. When he gave in front of Senate, and yet another person this man's put forth to take an office in this country that has absolutely lied to the Senate.
Yep.